Hello everyone, I'm going to do a video about the leg percussion pad. If you decide to get one and you start to use it, hopefully maybe this video will help you. But I guess if you have pants on, there's no reason why you'd have to have a leg pad. But if you decide to, maybe it's summertime, whatever, and you use your leg pad, make sure that when you get it, it's going to be extra long. I cut, I don't know, what is that? About 10 inches off of the one. So there's 10 inches I didn't need. But I made sure that it's long enough to go around my leg pad and snap in there. So I went ahead and made sure that was the biggest I'll ever need it. So just make sure that you do that. And if you do mess up and accidentally cut it or whatever, let me know. I'll send you a new one, new strap. But basically what I like to do, and how this all come about, was I started using my hand pad with a biface and started reducing it into a preform that way. Started, hitting the flakes off that way, and it was helping me. The first thing I do is I put my arm on my side so my arm isn't floating around. It's got one position, and it really started helping me. And then I started putting it on my leg like this and doing it so that way I got two things that isn't moving. My arm is pivoted back here, and then the hand pad isn't moving, and it really improved my accuracy. And then you can tilt your pad depending on how you want your flake to travel. Well, that's where this come about. So that's that. So basically, like I said, what I like to do is have my arm here or resting. You when you do get yours, you do your thing. But basically, I'm going to put my pad in the position where I want it, which is pretty much right there. And then we're going to take a work piece. Let's start with a little bit of some novaculite. So we'll take a flake spall and we'll use it that way, which I haven't done it yet. So this is all new. Like I said, usually I'm at a biface stage. Actually nothing this big, but to reduce it to a preform. Let's say refined biface stage. But there's no reason why you can't take a flake or a spall and put it on here and run some flakes and make you a biface. Especially if you have trouble holding the piece and you want to get good with percussion. I didn't pick out a very good flake. This is going to be fun. But there's one. I didn't pick out a very good piece. That thing's really, really flat. So we'll see. We'll run some flakes on it. But basically, one thing, we're kind of thick right now, so we don't have to worry about where we're putting our pressure. But when I'm putting pressure on the biface or preform that I have there, I never put pressure in the middle. Now right here you might see my hand going like this, but I'm actually putting pressure back here, or I'm putting some pressure up here. But right now though, with it being thick, it's not as important. We're gonna bump up bopper size. This is 3/4 inch ID, 7/8 OD bopper. Basically, do a little zigzag around this thing. Do a level wall around this. Switch bumper. I mean, we don't have to be in this channel right now either. You don't have to be in this channel right now. I mean, just working the piece around to where we can start getting to some convexity to where we can drive some flakes across the face of it. But that's the gist of it. The hand pad, the leg pad, percussion pad. Especially too, man, if you guys like me, we're getting older, your hands are getting weird bumps on them, getting weird spots on them, and at the end of the day, or even a long session, you just have the piece there. You're not having to, I mean, you just put your damn finger on there, you know, just hold the piece, make sure it's not moving. That's a whole nother reason for this too, is it's an easier way to flint knap. It ain't lazy, it's just easier. And also this is you can flip this around and have the wide here if you want the wide slot. Come on, baby. Yep. There we go. I mean, you can hear that. It's solid. That's one thing I like about the neoprene. It's soft, it can absorb a shock, but it's solid too. It's a lot more solid than leather. But basically that's the gist of starting running your biface, you know, getting a biface out of a flake. So there you go. Like I said, this is the first time I've used a little flake or a spall to start getting a biface out of, and I really didn't pick that. I can tell you this, I didn't pick this out to make a good video. So, but yeah. Start it. But there is no reason why. We'll run this one this way. Yeah. Well, we're starting to get a little biface going. But that's that. You guys don't need to sit here and watch me reduce this down to a nice little preform, but that's what I'll be doing after I turn the video off. So, but that's it. That's what I wanted to show you guys. So if you get a leg pad, and then don't limit yourself when you go to do your notching. If you do horseshoe notching or punch notching, you can use this also. Just put your workpiece where you want it, start your notching, boom. So you got that too. I wouldn't do it over that, but and then you fellas that like to, if you have a point and you drill a hole in the point and you want to do the hollowing out on the inside, these are the type of slots that they use. You have a longer tool, so your tool comes up inside the hole and then meets the other side, and you start flaking inside your hole. And that's how they do it with them. But there you go. hopefully, if you got any questions, please leave me a comment. And like I said, these are available. My email is in my channel description. And let me know. And then also, if you're interested in the small bopper sizes, this is the 3 I use for reducing down to a preform. So I appreciate you watching. You guys have a good one.